Our next guest, as I said, is Noel Boland. Noel comes from County Carlow. I have here written Wicklow, but he informed me before the show that he's actually from Carlow, but he's living in Wicklow. And he's no stranger to the Irish music scene. For over 8 years, he's gigged in pubs countrywide. However, just last year, he decided it was time to start recording and released his own material. His passion for American country music was influenced by artists such as Garth Brooks, Keith Urban, George Jones, and George Strait. Noel has both old and new styles reflected in his songwriting, and his first two releases were played nationwide. Then in November came the release of the Aaron Tippin Classic, Aint Nothing Wrong, with the radio, which went to #1 in the charts. And in December, Noel won Best Male Country Pop Vocal 2020 in the FP Country Music Awards. All this in just over a year. What a way to start his music career. Well, some people are stopping to play music. Noel's getting going. So Noel's new single, Always in My Heart, written in dedication of his mother, went to #1 in the country chart, and this year Noel has been nominated for the Josie Music Award for Best Male Country Vocal, which is being held in Hollywood this month, so fingers crossed for Noel then. He's currently working on a new album due to be released by the end of the year. Let's now enjoy the unique sounds of Noel Boland.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. And can you believe live music is actually back? How exciting is that? I'm so delighted to be here. It's an absolute honor to be asked on the Stephen Leeson Show to sing you guys a couple of songs. And for those of you who don't know me, to tell you a little bit more about me and my music. So to everybody that's tuned in, I know my Facebook is live. It's a little bit different. As you can see, the stage we're on is pretty awesome. So I'm going to start off with a couple of original songs that I've written. I'm only writing original material and putting it out there to the wider world for the past 2 years. So I'm still pretty new to this. I'm still learning the ropes. But the original song, the first original song that I ever put out, and it was very proud for me because my mum passed away 10 years ago. And she never got to see me gig, never got to see me play, which was unfortunate. But I've always wanted to write something for her or in her memory, and that's what I got to do. This song was one of those weird songs that kind of came to me within an hour, and I think the words just kind of flowed out onto the page, and I had some great guys that I'm going to tell you a little bit more about as well, put the music and the production to the song, and yeah, the song went to #1, so I'm going to kick it off with the first original song that I ever put out from my mum. It's called Always in My Heart, and this is the first time that I've ever done this song live, so. Gone before your time. You're beautiful. Let your light shine on this heart of mine. And I don't know why. Some flowers, they don't make it through the winter time. They seem to fade and die. I hear your voice beside me, the whisper of the wind. Every day I live, I'm one step closer to seeing you again. So rest now with the angels, somewhere beyond the stars. Remember, you're always in my heart. I can feel you here in the softness of the midnight summer rain. I wish that you could stay for a little while, so you can hold my hand and I can feel just one more smile. Here, I love you one more time. I hear your voice beside me, the whisper of the wind. Every day I live, I'm one step closer to seeing you again. So rest now with the angels, somewhere beyond the stars. Remember, you're always in my heart. So rest now with the angels, somewhere beyond the stars. Remember, you're always in my heart. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. As I said, that was written in memory of my mum, so if I got a little bit choked up there on that one, it's the first time I've ever sang it live, so you'll have to forgive me on that one. So after that song was written, it went to #1 in the charts, which was, more than I ever could have hoped for or dreamed of, especially being so new to this kind of thing. And even better than that, a little story behind it. It was played on a national radio station, and I got a phone call from a particular radio DJ, and she said, there's a lady who's called into the station, and she wants to know, can she speak to you about the song? So I said, yeah, of course she can, yeah. Give me your number, I'll give her a call, which I did, and I got chatting to the lady, and as it turns out, her husband had passed away last year, and she rang to ask, could she use the lyrics from the chorus of the song on his headstone? And that absolutely blew me away. We laughed, we cried. We still stay in touch. So for me as a songwriter, for somebody to do something like that is pretty amazing. And I think if you wanted to achieve something out of a song, that has and more for me. So I'm extremely happy with the way that one turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So the next song. This one also went to #1 in the country charts. I released this, when did I release this? Back in May, I released this song. It's called Out of My Mind. And it's one of those songs that came to me again pretty quickly. So it got put out there, and I think lots of people enjoyed it. I've had messages from all over the world, for the first song and this song. People have really enjoyed what I'm doing, and it gives me the drive and makes me want to keep going at what I'm doing. So could I just ask, the track is very low. Could I just up a little bit? Thank you so much. This one is called Out of My Mind. All these old memories, they're getting me down. And inside my head, they keep going around. I thought I'd forgotten the life that I knew, but most of all, thought it was over you. Take me away from this place tonight. And if it takes whiskey or beer, I don't mind. Time it ain't healing the pain that's inside. So I'm counting on drinking you out of my mind. They say time's a healer. That's not what I found, because it just seems my world has slowed down. I need a fast train to somewhere that's new, far away from this heartbreak, even farther from you. Take me away from this place tonight. And if it takes whiskey Dear, I don't mind. This time it ain't healing the pain that's inside. So I'm counting on drinking you out of my mind. Yes, I'm counting on drinking you out of my mind. Thank you very much. Silent claps. I wish that you guys could see the other side of this camera. The auditorium here in the Scientology place in Temple Oak. It's just fabulous, and the staff, you are all so lovely. Thank you so much for making me feel really, really welcome here. It's fabulous. I've one more original sad song, and I keep laughing with people, you know, people that contact me on Facebook. I said, I promise after this one, which is being released on September 18th, I'm not writing another sad song of that. It's all going to be happy from here on in. So the story behind this song, again, this song, I know the first one was about loss, and this one is exactly the same, but the reason for this song, last year, I lost a really, really good gigging friend to suicide, unfortunately, and I'm very, very good friends with his wife, and we decided between us that, it was Christine, his wife, and she heard this song, and she asked me, she goes, you know what would be great, because Ray was such an ambassador. Ray actually stood on this stage and he's done videos before, so because he was such an ambassador for mental health, she asked me, would it be possible to release this song for charity, which I was absolutely more than happy to do. But we came across, I was on SoundCloud one day at home, and I came across a recording of Peggy Gordon, and I'd actually never heard the song before, much to my shame, but I came across the song, and Ray had recorded it with just acoustic guitar. And I've had the honour and the privilege to work with James Blanner Hassett and Enda Dempsey, who've produced my songs thus far, and they're producing the album that I'm doing. So the guys, through studio magic and all that kind of stuff, they ripped out Ray's vocals, and they managed to put a whole arrangement behind it. So we're doing a double release on September the 18th, with all proceeds going to St. Patrick's Hospital and Sea Change for mental health. So it's a project I'm extremely proud to be part of, and we have a live event that's going to coincide with that as well. So this is the last sad song, I promise. This song is called Heart Don't Lie. The autumn leaves are falling. They're scattered on the ground. Now I've been getting used to not having you around. When you left, my world was over, and it damn near fell apart. Now I've been getting used to this here broken heart. They say the heart don't lie. It's the only thing that's true. I'm inclined to believe it, 'cause I'm still in love with you. A million shattered dreams laying on the floor. I wish we could go back to how it was before, when you left and loved and dreamed with all your childish charm. And right now I wish I could hold you in these arms. say the heart don't lie. It's the only thing that's true. I'm inclined to believe it, 'cause I'm still in love with you. 'Cause I'm inclined to believe it, 'cause I'm still in love with you. That was for Ray. Sorry if I'm getting emotional during these songs. It's literally the very first time I've gotten to sing these live in front of anybody. So the next song I'm going to do, it was going to be an upbeat song, right? But I have a little conundrum, and I'm going to throw a little spanner in the works for the sound engineer here, okay? Every single, give me a thumbs up. Every single time that I've gone to do this song and sing this song for my wife, she hasn't been around, right? And I was supposed to sing this song at our wedding. Geez, what was it, 13 years ago, okay? And I was very, very shy, and I never got the opportunity to sing it for her, so I'm going to sing it tonight. I sang it last weekend at a gig, but she wasn't there either. I had to do it across Facebook. So, Tara, she's in the audience. I love you very, very much, and I'm going to sing this in honor of you. If you wouldn't mind, please, Mr. Soundman, playing Memories of Us. How about now, Taz? This for you. I wanna be here for you, baby. I'll be a man of my word. Speak the language in a voice that you have never heard. I wanna sleep with you forever. I wanna die in your arms, in a cabin by the meadow where the wild bees swarm. I'm gonna love you like nobody loves you. I learned your trust making memories of us. I wanna honor your mother. I wanna learn from your pa. I wanna steal your attention like a bad outlaw. I wanna stand out in the crowd for you, a man among men. I wanna make your world better than it's ever been. I'm gonna love you. Nobody loves you. I learned your trust making memories of us. We'll follow the rainbow wherever the four winds blow. There'll be a new day coming your way. I wanna be here for you from now on. This you know somehow. You've been stretched to the limits, but it's all right now. I'm gonna make you a promise in the life after this. I wanna be there to meet you with a warm, wet kiss. I'm gonna love you like nobody loves you. I learned your trust making memories of us. I'm gonna loving you. Nobody loves you, baby. Holler your trust, making memories of us. I'm going to pop over to Stephen now and we're going to have a little chat.
Oh, Noel, we're all in tears. I can't see his wife down there in tears. Maybe she is. Fair play to Noel. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic voice. This is my first time hearing Noel live ever. I was complimenting earlier. I think his voice is very similar to Garth Brooks, is what I describe it anyway. So she was grateful for that compliment. Which, no better compliment, like, you know, one of my favourite country singers, American country singers, would be Garth Brooks. So we're going to have Noel over here, and because he started off the original songs, I'm going to ask him a few questions about his original songs. Noel, come and join me, sit beside me. Tell me about the songs. I know you gave someone an introduction. By the way, yeah, you're very, very welcome. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for
having me.
Like,
Delighted to be here, absolutely.
So it's amazing. I was saying about it, the whole thing that, like, a lot of people were disappearing off the scene of music, apart from coming on this show, I suppose, in Ireland anyway, over the last year. And your career was beginning, I suppose, like, you know, releasing songs and the whole lot during 2020 and 2021. 2020 was the year, or 21, sorry, and 20 as well. Yeah, both you were starting your career. So
it was late 2019 when I first kicked everything off. Yeah, like October, November 2019. Yeah.
And do you think that's it's coincidence, or would you have recorded them anyway? Or
I've been people who know me knows I've been gigging pubs for years, like we all have, up and down the country, you know, and I absolutely love that. But I've always wanted to write and release my own country material. You know, it's been a dream of mine forever, and not in an egotistical way. I don't mean that in this way, but you know, you're doing pub gigs and stuff like that, and they're absolutely fantastic. You have amazing nights, but people are not coming to see you or the material that you've written. So for me, that side of me, the artistic side of me, I've always wanted to write something that maybe one day somebody will come and see me in a small theatre or wherever it may be, and that they enjoy the music that I put out. And that's something I've always wanted to do, and I said I'm going to have to start setting that dream in motion because I'm not getting any younger. So.
Well, look, I think it's a dream for every musician, isn't it, to have people listening in. The only experience that I suppose that I could compare it to is, like, even now you here tonight, there's people tuning in. They're not tuning in because they're just in the pub. They're tuning in to see you tonight, like, you know, which is great to know as well.
It is. It's pretty amazing. And like, I know we talked off camera earlier on. It's like those people that came to see your show. And I've had supporters, even last weekend, that come all the way to Ballahadreen to support me for a gig outside of a Super Value. It was just a impromptu busking gig we set up, and people travel all the way down to see me, you know, and that really means a lot, that somebody will go out of their way and do that for a nobody like me, because, you know, nobody really knows who I am. I'm trying to change that, so.
No, definitely. Well, look, you're gonna back on, and you're gonna sing a few cover songs, I think was what you said. I haven't looked at the list of them. And
no more sad songs. The
same as with Dick, we get you back and we get stuck in and find more about, and no more soppy songs. No one to crying anymore.
She'll be crying out there, the audience.
So go on, head back to the stage.
Thanks,
and we get a few more songs off you. Thank you very much, as I say, for coming along. And we get a few more songs off Noel, and then we're going to have him back, and I'll find out a bit more about him since he moved to Wicklow, being a Carlow man. And why did he make the move to Wicklow? I don't know. I'm sure he's going to tell us. And then, I hope if Dick is going to come back onto us at the very end, and we're going to sing a song together. So, Noel, the stage is yours. Tell us more about these songs, and off you go. Take the stage. Thank you, Noel.
We're back. That kicked in. 1, 2. 1, 2. We're back. Thanks so much, Stephen. Appreciate it. So, we've done the sad songs. We're going to do... I said I wanted to get my original material out of the way first, and I'll let you guys hear that, in case you tuned out or whatever, but hopefully not. So, I'm going to do some of the songs that I grew up listening to and the country that would have inspired me, you know, to write. And there's so much more material that I have written besides the sad songs that you've heard. I have more upbeat tracks written, and I have an album in the works and stuff like that. I'm going to discuss a bit more about that with Stephen, but I just wanted to give you a little flavour of some of the songs that I grew up listening to, and this one in particular is called Walk the Line Revisited. Oh, I'm back on board that 4940 in 1956. Long before the sun come up, way out in the sticks. The headlights showed a two-road roadway back up in the pine. The first time I heard Johnny Cash sing, I walked the line. Oh, I got my thrill behind the wheel up on my daddy's lap. Grandpa rode co-pilot with a flashlight and a map. Came pull out the window, it was in the summertime. First time I heard Johnny Cash sing, I walked the line. Johnny's part. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tide that bind. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Oh, I never will forget that sound. I know the time and place. Sounded like the whole thing came right down from outer space. I still can see the headlights in that dashboard in my mind. Just like hearing Johnny Cash sing, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Yep. All these long years later, it's still music to my ears. I swear it sounds as good right now as anything I hear. I've seen the Mona Lisa, I've heard Shakespeare read real fine. Just like hearing Johnny Cash sing, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. And I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You. We got a thumbs up from the people behind all the cameras here anyway, so that was good. Yeah. Right, we're going to go on. This is another one of my very, very favorite songs, and I was with a band years ago, and we actually recorded this and released it, so technically this is the very, very first song I ever put on Spotify, and yeah, iTunes. It's gone now, but I'm thinking about re-recording this one because I really love this song. And the only time I've ever seen this song done live was actually Darius Rucker, the man who made Wagon Wheel famous, other than Nathan Carter. Darius did this song, and I remember just sitting there going, oh, yes, I love that song. So we're going to do this one. Probably wasn't appropriate for me. I was born in 1982. This song was released in 1982. Probably wasn't appropriate for me to be listening to this, but it's one of those country songs that's pretty cool. So, Family Tradition. Country music singers have always been a real close family. But lately some of my kinfolk have disowned a few others and me. I guess it's because I kinda changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. Get on with the one, don't hang. What do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, Everybody met my prediction. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. I am very proud of my daddy's name, although his kind of music and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. So don't ask me, Hank, what do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? If I'm down in a honky-tonk, some old slick's trying to give me friction, leave me alone, I'm singing all night long. It's a family tradition. Hope you're dancing along to this one. Lordy, I have loved some ladies, and I have loved Jim Beam, and they both tried to kill me in 1973. When that doctor asked me, son, how do you get in this condition? Hey, Sawbones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. Don't ask me, Hank, what do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed that at home. I don't get stoned and sing all night long, by the way. It's just a country song. It's not true. Just in case. I'm gonna do a song. Yeah, there we are. We'll crank that up a bit. There we are. I'm in tune and everything. I'm going to do a song that I got an opportunity to get up on stage. This is the very first time in 2.5 years that I actually got to get back up on stage. And as I said to Stephen earlier on, I'm used to playing pubs and stuff like that, but I managed to get up on this stage in the Well and Moat. And it was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. And it was down to, I don't know if you guys seen this show 2 weeks ago, but one of the most lovely, amazing human beings that I've met in a long, long time, Bernie Heaney. Not only is she an amazing country talent, but she's such a nice person, and her husband Brian as well is behind her every step of the way and everything that she does, and they're just a fantastic couple, really, really nice, and I'm so glad that I met them and that I get to call her a friend now, so, and hopefully myself and Bernie will be doing something in the future together. But Bernie got me up on stage, and we got to do a couple of songs. I got to do this one. I have no track for this one, so I'm going to play this one. Busting flat in Baton Rouge, heading for a train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of a dirty red bandana, blowing the saddle while Bobby sang the blues. That windshield wiper slapping time, and Bobby clapping hands. We sang about every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. It ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy load when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough on me. Good enough for me, Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Lie right beside me, Lord, everything I'd done. Every night she kept me from the cold. Somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away, searching for the home I hope she finds. I trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Easiest part. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la, me and Bobby McGee. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la, me and Bobby McGee. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me, Bobby McGee. Absolutely love that song. Thumbs up again. Great. Thanks so much. Have I one more song? Have I one more song? Yeah, one more song. Right, okay. I think this isn't planned either, but I think I'll do an acoustic song again. The one thing that that I've always loved, I'm going to take a drink of water. The one thing that I've always loved about country music and what's appealed to me since I was, I'm no bigger than I am now, is the fact that it's very much like, I'm sure myself and Stephen will talk about this now, it's very much like stories, real life stories brought to music, very much like the Irish music is, and that's something that's always appealed to me when you hear it. And this next song it's only a recent release in the last couple of years by a lady called Miranda Lambert, and I recorded this song at home and I sent it to my dad. My dad absolutely loves it, so he'll be pretty happy that I'm doing this one tonight. But you take a story like The Wizard of Oz that you wouldn't think is a conventional kind of a country song or whatever, and turn it into this story. And I think you guys will like this one. Hey there, Mr. Tin Man, you don't know how lucky you are. You shouldn't spend your whole life wishing for something bound to fall apart. Anytime you're feeling empty, better thank your lucky stars. 'Cause if you ever felt one breaking, you never want a heart. Hey there, Mr. Tin Man. You don't know how lucky you are. I've been on the road that you're on. Didn't get me very far. You ain't missing nothing, 'cause love is so damn hard. Take it from me, my man, you don't want a heart. Hey there, Mr. Tin Man. I'm glad we talked this out. You can take mine if you want it. It's in pieces now. By the way there, Mr. Tin Man, if you don't mind the scars, you give me your armor. You can have my heart. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'm going to head back over to Stephen for another little chat.
Lovely, Noel, absolutely lovely. And while you were playing, I was actually chatting to your son, who I didn't realise was a singer as well, and I was offering to get up on stage, and he was agreeing. So we have to organise the next time that you're over here. We'll have Joshua up to sing a song with us with you as well, which is great. I'm going to ask you over again, Noel, to have another yap. Now I really want to find out this question that I was wondering: why did you move from Carlow to Wicklow? So tell me, what's going on? Why did you make the big move? Lovely song, but I have to admire your guitar, by the way. I love Takamine guitars. They're my favourite. Like, I have a really old one myself.
It stems from the whole Garth Brooks thing. He played one, I want to play one.
Oh, really? Okay. Right. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's always played them. So
he didn't smash it, no?
Well, no. I try not to. There's a hole in it, nearly a hole in it.
From playing it, sometimes that happens. Yeah.
I don't have enough money to smash it. I'm a broke musician.
I remember seeing some of the concerts of Garth Brooks smashing the guitars, and I was just like, oh no! Like, just give me
wasn't he like just ahead of what everybody else was doing at the time? Like nobody was doing that kind of stuff.
No. It was unreal. Like,
yeah, it was really cool.
Some of the stunts, like jumping into the audience, swinging into, like, so unreal.
It's just
like,
amazing. Absolutely fearless.
So anyway, come on, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Why did you move to Wicklow anyway, and when did that move happen?
Jeez, how long am I in Wicklow now? 17 years. I have a 16-year-old, so I'm gauging it off him.
Okay, well that makes sense then, fair enough, yeah.
It was, you know what it was? My wife is from Dublin, and I'm from Carlow, as you know. So we met in Carlow. She was in college down there. We met in a nightclub, like all good relationships start in Ireland, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of a halfway between where my parents lived in Carlow and then her in Dublin. So and I've worked from the age of 17. And I used to work in Sandyford a lot. So I commuted up and down, and I used to pass through Blessington every day. And with the lakes and everything, I used to say, oh, geez, I'd love to live there. It's a really nice village, you know.
It is a nice place.
And now I want to live in LA, but no, I absolutely love Blessington. And I was only talking to people earlier on, and I was saying, you know, when you're having one of those days where your head is full of madness that's gone on from the day or whatever, it's so nice to throw the dog in the car, up to the hills or the lakes, and just have a nice walk, relax, and your head is so cleared when you come back. Like, it's amazing what it does for you.
Couldn't agree more. I'm from Tala, just down the road here from the centre, and like Blessington was just a lovely place to be. Especially that we were even talking Darren earlier, talking about, like, you know, doing the canoeing and the kayaking, like, you know.
That's right, Darren. I'm going to have to meet up with Darren now and do the kayaking.
Yeah. Come here, you're singing, we've had Bernie on, and you mentioned Bernie Heaney, like, you know. Yeah. The difference between the music, you're playing different music, it's country music, but it's different music as well from Bernie as well, and some of the Irish country singers, like, you know. How do you differentiate between Irish country music and American country music?
You know,
it's a question I always want to ask
That's the
people.
thing about Bernie, and there's probably not a lot of people know this about her. Like, Bernie can, and it's amazing because I'm into the American country music and the Irish country music. It's a certain kind of sound you have to put on it for the radio, and I totally get that. But growing up listening to American country music, that's the way I want to write. That's what I want to put out there. Could be in the wrong country for it, but look, it's something that I want to do, and it means a lot to me. So the fact that I get to write and put that out there is great. But the amazing thing about Bernie is she's such a talent that she can do the Irish country stuff, and like that, she can switch to American. You want to hear?
That's right. Yeah.
I called down to her a couple of weeks ago, and I was in the house. We were having a cup of tea. We were discussing songs and stuff like that. And she goes, "Oh, we go into the music room and sing a couple of songs." I was like, "Yeah." And she started singing American country songs. I didn't even want to pick up the guitar. I was like, "Wow!" I said, "Bernie, where did that come from?" You know, it's amazing how she can switch between both.
She is able to definitely. Yeah.
I don't have that because first of all, I wouldn't know. You know, all the lyrics that Bernie would know. It's the Irish kind of country stuff. I'm predominantly American country. Look, that's what I love doing. So.
Yeah, no, it's
but
great.
I mean, similarly, they both tell the same kind of stories and stuff. It's just the different way they put
That's
music
the
to make
truth.
it appeal to the radio. That's the only difference, really.
I always find it's easier to learn a song when there is a story, like, you know, when there's some, like, say, even when Dick's singing some of the nonsense songs that he was talking about earlier, sometimes I'd find it difficult to learn one as opposed to the other ones that you would have sang, which are telling, like, you know, it's.
But it's like anything. That's what I've always found with music. If somebody sends me a song to learn, or even a new song, they'll go, "Would you be interested in recording this?" If something doesn't strike me or stand out within 30 seconds to a minute, it doesn't catch me for some reason, then I don't know, I'm a bit finicky that way. I'd say, no, I don't like it or whatever. And it's the same when I'm trying to learn a song off. If I don't like it, I can play it and play it and play it. It just will not sink in.
Yeah, well, I have to say, I am guilty of learning songs, like, literally just for the crowd, because they keep on asking me, will you sing this song? You get so many requests, and then eventually you just have to give in. But, like, I was playing it full time for so long, and you just give in, like, you know. But sometimes it is difficult if there's not a story. There's a lot of songs out there that weren't meaning things to me, for making it more difficult to learn as well, I suppose, like, you know.
That's
but it's part of the game,
but
isn't
even
it?
that last song I just did, like, who could take a song from, like, the story from The Wizard of Oz and turn it into a country love song like that? How cool is that? You know, that's what I love about country music. You know?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Heartbreak, whiskey, dogs, and pickup trucks. I need a pickup truck now and a one-eyed dog, I think.
Come here.
Dick gets it.
He does. Tell us about the two songs that you released in 2020, and, like, I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier, like, you know, when you're deciding to release them, like, just tell me a little bit about how it happened and why it happened.
Yeah, well, the dream as well. The first two songs I actually released are called Before This and Wanting This to Work. And back in early 2019, I was, you know, making friends and contacts through Facebook. Everything I've done is through Facebook. It's all been very virtual up to now, you know.
We're way behind with Facebook, by the way. And, like, the new one is TikTok and all that.
TikTok, so I have to get on TikTok.
I'm not on it yet, no.
My 10-year-old's in the audience. I'll have to ask him.
He might be able to teach us a thing or two. I'm the same. I'm guilty, yeah.
You can show me. So I went through Facebook. It's nearly as bad as saying I wrote a letter now, isn't it? Yeah. I wrote a letter to a guy. No, I went through Facebook and I came in contact with this guy. His name is Martin Taylor, and he's a songwriter from Galway. And, you know, I got talking to him. He said, "I have a couple of songs here." He said, do you fancy coming down and having a listen and maybe record one or two of them? This guy, like, you want to see his music room. It's wall to wall, just stuff that he's written and recorded, thousands of songs. So I went down there and I picked out those two and we recorded it. He actually works with a crowd in Nashville, in the studio. So I did the vocals here in Ireland, but all the arrangement was done by studio musicians in Nashville. And we stuck them up on Spotify and thing, and it started to gain a little bit of traction.
Did you say they recorded it in Nashville and sent it over to you?
Session musicians, yeah, in Nashville, yeah. He works with a particular studio over there, and they record everything, and then just do the vocals here, and everything's finalised.
Wow,
after that.
cool.
Yeah, we send it back, the vocals then for mastering, and it's put into it with backing vocals and whatnot. So, I recorded those two. We put them out. Martin was very kind to let me use those two songs. And they went really well. So after that, then I recorded a song with.
What's the name of those songs?
Wanting This to Work and Before This.
Okay.
And they're both up on Spotify and Apple, I think.
Yeah.
You can download them. So,
and what about getting the #1 in the charts? Like, ain't nothing wrong with the radio. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a great achievement.
It was. I worked for a while with a company called Down the Road Productions, and funny enough, I'd actually never heard of that song. And the guy in Down the Road, Mike, he said to me, you know, how about this song or giving it a go, an Aaron Tippin song. So we went to the studio, we sped it up a little bit more than than the original song. But yeah, it went to number one. I was absolutely blown away, and it's the very first number one that I had. And it was cool because I even sent again on Facebook. I sent a message to Aaron Tippin, and he actually asked me to send him the song. He had a listen to it, and I got a big thumbs up back, and he said, "Well done on the song." So it was pretty cool to get the nod from the artist that actually recorded it. That was pretty cool.
I can see even some of your original songs. I'm not sure whether we're allowed to talk about what we were talking about earlier before we came on, but like I could see you sending some of your original songs off to people, definitely, like, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's in the works. I'm hoping that's going to happen. We'll see.
Okay, we're not allowed to mention it. I was just checking, are we allowed to
Next
mention
time
it?
I come back.
Next time we'll mention it. When we find out the answer.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Okay, sorry folks, we're not allowed to
No,
mention
it's all right. It's a secret. Shh.
It's good news though, and the finger crossed for it. You got Best Male Country Pop Vocal for the FP Country Awards. I haven't heard the FP Country Awards.
It is. It's the Red Carpet Awards in Holland, and it's held every year. And, so I was nominated by there's a lady in America named Nisi, and she's like a small record company over there. She's an ambassador for indie artists, and she's forever putting people forward for things. So she put me forward for that, and I got into the final category, and yeah, I won Best Male Country Pop, I think it was, Vocal.
It's great to just have
2020.
it on
It's
the
the first
CV,
award I've ever won. As I said to you earlier on, I literally wouldn't win an argument like him.
But geez, it's great, even like, you know, for advertising straight away. If you're doing a gig, you can have it on the poster, or if
it's
posters
brilliant.
exist anymore.
It really is. And as I said, the other one then is the Josie Music Awards. It's a pretty big deal. The one it's been held in Dollywood. I didn't realise. Again, I was put forward first. And out of thousands of entries, I've been told I'm the only Irish male artist, country singer, to get into the final 20.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool. Like, I was even blown away at that.
Yeah.
I have 19 to beat off. I don't know if I'm going to win it, but even to be down in that many, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's an honor,
that's an achievement in itself, just to get there, like, you know.
And if it hadn't been for the whole COVID thing and me being so broke, I probably would have got to go to Dollywood. I had a ticket and all, an invite to go to the actual event, but look, I had to pay to get there and stay there and stuff, so maybe sometime in the future we'll get to do something like that again. But,
you wrote a song. You told me that your mum passed away a few years ago, and you wrote a song about, or dedicated to your mum.
Yeah, always in my heart. As I said, I've always wanted to. She never got to see me gig. She always knew how much I love country music and how much I wanted to do it. And believe it or not, I was really quite shy, and I wouldn't sing in front of people. And even when I started gigging for a long, long time, I found it very hard to speak over the microphone or, talk to people.
Did you say earlier when you sang that song at the start, did you say that was your first time singing that particular song? Or
first time singing that live. Yeah.
No better show to be doing.
Oh, jeez, I tell you, no pressure.
No, it's great though. Like, you know, it's always difficult to sing a song for the first time.
It's very difficult to sing a song for the first time, and even more difficult because the feelings of emotion that come along with it. Even when I was recording, I got very emotional and stuff like that. But
I know you mentioned it, but still, like, you know,
absolutely.
It does. Difficult, but
it's nice. Look, and I'd written the song, and it was in memory of her, and I played it I got the lads to do it in the studio, James Blenner Hassett and Enda Dempsey, two great guys, by the way. They're just class. And they sent me back the draft, and I sent it on to my dad, he rang me, and he cried, my sister cried, they both absolutely loved it. And said, it's not just because you wrote it now. So,
they cried just because you wrote it?
Yeah, so you crying now because I wrote that, or is it bad?
Okay, that's obviously your reaction. Are you going to cry, laugh, or what's going on? Like, you know?
They absolutely loved it, and I said, look, I'm going. I was honoured to go, look, I'm going to stick that out as the very first original single. And you always have hopes when you put something out that it's going to do well in the charts, but that one did extremely well. Like, it went to number one in the country charts, and it knocked Coldplay off the actual overall charts. And it was at number one for 3 days. So that's pretty cool. I was really chuffed with that.
It's great just to say.
Yeah, I was so delighted that the people actually downloaded it and listened to it, like, even more so. And the amount of messages that I had from around the world from people that said it's, and as a songwriter, that's what I was saying, your job is to stir up some emotion in somebody or move them in some kind of way, like I do when I listen to songs. And the amount of messages I had from around the world from people, that said that song really connected. I mean, who hasn't lost somebody?
Yeah.
Everybody's lost somebody. So they said, look, that song really connected with us, we love the lyrics and stuff. And then the story about the lady that rang me from the radio show then, and she put in the lyrics from the chorus on her husband's headstone, which is an absolute privilege and an honour, So I rang her, and we were chatting on the phone, and we ended up laughing and crying. She lost her husband last year. An absolutely lovely lady, really, really nice lady. So she asked, could I put the lyrics from the chorus? I said, I would be absolutely honoured. Forever and a day, that will be out there somewhere, you know. So that's a pretty cool
Do you
achievement.
find it difficult to release a song or let the song out when it's basically you're pouring your heart on the piece of paper to write the song?
I was crapping myself.
Because you never know what people's opinion are going to go. Yeah.
Like covers are great. I love releasing covers and singing covers and all that. But geez, when you're putting your own original, you are putting your heart out there to the world, you know. Yeah. And love it or hate it, you gotta deal with what comes back. You know, not everybody's going, and that's been a hard lesson for me as well, being quite naive. I go, geez, I'll put that out now and that'll be great. Everybody will love that. Not everybody loves what you do. You know, I think it was Nathan Carter put up a post a couple of weeks ago and he goes, you can't be everybody's cup of tea, otherwise you'd be a mug. You know, so
very true,
not everybody's going to love what you do.
It is very true, yeah.
And I've learned to deal with that as well. So
you're putting your hand out to be slapped in anything to do with entertainment. Like,
that's
you know,
it. Look, and we all know how vicious keyboard trolls can be these days. You know, sitting behind the keyboard and stuff like that. So yeah, it's something that you just kind of have to get on with. And
on a good positive note, you have plans for more releases coming up, which
is
great. Yeah,
I do.
So tell us about them.
The last one was Out of My Mind, the one I sang as well. So.
Yeah, that you sang before it's even released.
Country, like you have to have a song. That's what I said. Look, I have a drinking song now. I have a sad song. I need a happy wedding song now, and I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Somebody goes, that'd be a great funeral song. I said, I'm not sure that's a great thing now.
There's plenty of them around anyway.
Exactly. So yeah, no, I have plans for an album. I've written 8 out of the 10 tracks for the album, and
so it's going to be a full original album then.
More or less, if I can squeeze in or something pours out of me and I can fill the other 2 spaces, I'll make sure that they're going to be original as well. And that's something, if it's the last thing that I do in music, it's something that I've always wanted to do for myself and for my kids to, you know, pass it down to them as something that they'll always have. And it's something that's part of you that's always going to be out there in the world forever and a day. So,
you know, it's great.
Yeah. It was this year, and it doesn't look like it's going to be this year now. With the way COVID's gone and everything like that. So I would imagine it'll probably be February, March next year, hopefully, if we can get it finished.
We'll look forward. Keep us updated.
Absolutely,
and let us know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where can people find you? Have you got a website? Have you got I know you said Facebook.
I do. Only Facebook.
Only Facebook. Okay, so
no, Facebook, Instagram, we're Twitter, YouTube. Geez, my website. So all my Instagram, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff is Noel Boland Music. You'll find me there on that, and www.noelboland.com is the website.
Brilliant.
And I look after that myself, and I update it regularly, so you'll find all the new stuff on there.
You don't write it as the third person. Some people do that, you know. The music.
Do you know what? I've been asked to that before. People have gone to me, can you send me a bio about yourself? And I'm like, what do you want me to do? They go, like, just talk about yourself. And that sounds easy on the outset, but it's actually not. Like
it is, isn't it?
No,
like,
you're sitting there going, what do we say?
We request obviously a bio off everybody when they come on, even if we know who they are or whatever. It's always just a bio. But it is difficult writing it.
I'm working alongside a company in the UK and another guy in Ireland, and I actually got them to write the bio for me. The guy in Ireland. I said, do you know what? I can't talk about myself in the third person because
I'm guilty as well. I did the same.
It's so hard. Like, yeah.
It's easier to hand to someone else that knows how to put the words together properly.
More eloquently than I can, anyway. Yeah, I'll write the music, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Do I get to touch this, by the way? Look, I admired that the last day Bernie was here. I was like,
this
cool.
Guitar, we have to get a signature.
Oh, jeez, that'd be an honour.
Mr. Dick Hogan to sign the guitar for us. No, we're coming to the end of the show, and we've agreed, well, myself and Dick Hogan are after learning a verse of a song that we're hoping that we're going to remember the words to, like, you know, especially me, like, you know, of this song. So we're going to get up, and it's going to be our first time all performing together, the three of us. And it's great to have 2 different types of music completely on the stage, because Dick Hogan's been in
how fabulous was Dick earlier on?
He's brilliant. Like, you know, great to have Dick on stage. Great to have you on stage.
Thank you so much.
Let's go and kick it off. It's great to have the country and the old traditional on the same stage. And I don't know what you call me. I'm a bit of everything, maybe.
A mix of everything.
No, I love it all. I love the country. I love the Irish. So we go give it a blast and we give it a try. And I'd say fingers crossed we get there. Thanks very much for coming along.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And thanks so much to all your helpers here. It is absolutely fantastic. You made me feel really welcome. Thank you.
Well done, Noel. No bother to.
Send it out with a big sing song.
Yeah. So we'll talk to Stephen back from the last hall and see you Yeah, you introduce. Yeah, tell them what we're doing. I don't think I said it.
They're not going to guess. This song that we're going to do, since I was that height, I've absolutely loved and adored this song. And during my Facebook journey, as I said, everything's been very virtual for me. I did a video of this, and it was sent to the man himself, Johnny McAvoy, and he sent me back a really, really lovely message, giving it the old thumbs up and the seal of approval. So I'm delighted that these guys are joining me on stage, Dick and Stephen. We're going to take a verse each, and we'll see how it goes. This song is called Michael, from Johnny McAvoy. On a far-off August day, cold young men in ambush lay on a roadside by a hill where flowers grow. So much hate for one so young, who was right and who was wrong. Though 1,000 years may pass, we'll never know. Candles dripping blood, they place beside your shoulders. Rosary beads like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why. Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go. As the evening twilight came, gently fell the autumn rain. Oh, but you lay still and silent on the ground, as we hung our head in prayer, with our sorrow and despair. We wondered, was it friend or foe who shot you down? Candles dripping blood, they place beside your shoulders. Rosary beads like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why. Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go.
Now the flame that you held high, when you called out to the sky to end this senseless killing and this shame, has now passed to other hands and is carried through the land. My son not fit to even speak your name. Candles dripping blood, they place beside your shoulders. Rosary beads like teardrops on your fingers. Friends and comrades standing by, in their grief they wonder why. Michael, in their hour of need, you had to go. Michael, in their hour of need, why did you go?
Mr. Noel Boland and Dick Hogan, thank you very much, lads. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming along. Brilliant show. Excellent to have you on stage with me. Folks, don't get to tune in this time, same time, not this time, same time next week, 7 p.m. We've got Rachel Grace. Look forward to seeing it again. Thank you very much and good night.